Okay, good evening everyone. Wish you all a very happy new year. आप सबको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Can you all hear me? See my screen? Good evening all. If you can hear me and see my screen, please type in yes in the chat window. Good evening, happy Diwali, happy new year, happy Bhau Beach also. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. ठीक है तो आज गुड इवनिंग ऑल सो टुडे हम लोग जो डिस्कस करने वाले हैं दैट इज स्पेसिफिकली फॉर पीपल बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग हमें मैसेज करते हैं एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ रिक्वेस्ट आई गेट वे पीपल से कि हमारा जो कैपिटल है दैट इज वेरी लो लाइक आई हैव कैपिटल लाइक 10K आई हैव कैपिटल से 5K उसमें मैं क्या अच्छा ट्रेड ले पाऊंगा राइट जिसमें मैं ऑप्शंस का लेना है पर व्हाट इज द ऑप्शन दैट आई कैन टेक sure I'll speak in English and Hindi mix sure all right so we get a lot of requests from a lot of people who say that I don't have capital my capital is very less I have maybe 5,000 or I have maybe 10,000 and I want to trade options in that right so we get a lot of requests from people जो technical analysis थोड़ा बहुत जानते हैं they do understand technical analysis but because of their capital constraints they are not able to trade right because with 5,000 obviously you are not going to be able to trade or carry a position in options right obviously there are आप cash में तो trade कर ही सकते हो you can speak I mean trade in cash segment you can trade in cash stocks you can do a lot of activities in cash but still there are a lot of people who want to trade in options with very very small capital right so let's quickly tell me if you want to trade a bank nifty or a nifty options कुछ भी होने दीजिए whatever what is the minimum capital that you require if you want to trade in options in say bank nifty or nifty what is the minimum capital that you would want to that you will require anybody okay okay so some are saying 10K some have 30K anything bank nifty or nifty stocks I'm not going to stocks because stocks will require much more much more investment I'm not going to stocks okay um 5K 15K 10 to 12K okay 5K okay So if you trade with 5K, right? Will you be able to get some option that is going to give you a return if you're going to trade with 5K? Who has said 5K? Dr. Tanga Pandian. He says it's 5K. Okay, if you trade with 5K, you obviously will have to go for some far out of the money options, right? And you may be able to, I think maximum you can go for is one lot, correct? You may be able to go with some far out of the money options, maybe for one lot, right? आपका कोई दूर का out of the money option होगा if you're going to trade with 5K, and you may be able to trade with one single lot, right? Correct? And of course, the market has to give you that kind of a move. It can also be a hero zero or something like that, right? So if you're going to trade with 5K, obviously in Nifty, Bank Nifty options, आपका कैपिटल इरोड होने का या फिर पूरा का पूरा कैपिटल आपका जीरो होने का बहुत चांसेस है, राइट? यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ risk in closing your capital or in losing your entire capital, right? So 5K is obviously very low for doing a Nifty or a Bank Nifty. Okay. 15K to an extent, right? 12, 10, 15K to an extent, right? Yeah, 10, 15K to an extent is okay. Okay, 50K. Okay, so anywhere between to trade in maybe after, if you want to take a trade in say Nifty or Bank Nifty in index, I'm not going to stocks, as I said, they are very expensive, so I'm not going to stocks. So to trade in an index, you need at least minimum 15K, right? Right? Okay, now you have 15K. Suppose kariye you have 15K. That is all the capital that you have, right? How much are you ready to risk in that 15K? How much can you risk in 15K? How much are you ready to risk in 15K? I'm saying suppose you have suppose kariye your capital is only 15K, right? Your capital is only 15K, right? So how much are you ready to lose in one trade? Oh my God, you lose 50% of your total capital. Please don't. Please don't. Right? So in a day, your maximum loss should not exceed 3% in a day. Okay? Okay. So yes. Okay. So in a day, if you are trading, your maximum loss should not exceed 3% of your capital. That means suppose I am trading with 1 lakh for suppose I am trading with 1 lakh, I obviously would not want to risk more than 3K. Correct? If I am trading with 1 lakh, I obviously would not want to risk more than 3K. That should be the maximum. So 3% of your trading capital should be what you will be able to lose in a day. उससे ज़्यादा आप नहीं lose करना चाहोगे, right? So 3% will of your trading capital will be what you can lose in one day. So suppose somebody is having a capital of 5K. Obviously, एक तो he they cannot take a trade in Nifty or Bank Nifty, and secondly, by the time you take a trade in Nifty or Bank Nifty, you have to go for a far away option. Obviously, with that far away option, आपका जो risk है that will again sort of become quite a lot, because your strike that you're going to select is going to be a very far away option. So what do we do? How do we trade with somebody with the capital which is say less than 10K? Suppose somebody is having a capital of 10K and want to trade with only 10K. Okay. How does somebody risk something less capital and still do options trading? So the answer is in currency. For somebody who is, not able to risk more capital but still wants to do option trading, the answer lies in currency. All right. How many of you have traded currency? How many of you know about currency trading? आप में से कितने लोगों ने करेंसी में ट्रेड किया हुआ है, और हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू नो अबाउट करेंसीज? Okay. Ajay Patwa says he knows about currency. आपने trade किया है? Have you traded? Ajay ji, have you traded? Komal ji, have you traded? Sushant, have you traded? My next question is, have you traded? How many of you have traded currency? Okay. Nisarg says he doesn't know. Varun says he knows. Okay, not yet. Okay. Okay, fine. So now question to those who have traded. So who have all traded? Okay. So Komal has traded in currency. Ajay has traded in currency. Okay. Sushant has traded in currency. Great. So my question is to people who have traded. So all of you who have typed that you have traded currency. Okay, wonderful. Komalji says every alternate day. Yes. So all of you who have traded currency, tell me what is the capital. So let me go to Komal, first. So Komal, what is since you are trading every alternate day in currency, what is the capital required in currency for one lot? What is the capital required for currency in one lot? Are you a buyer or a seller, Komalji? Are you a buyer or a seller? Okay. Okay, fine. So Komalji says 6K or less, she's a buyer. Um, Ajay, Ajay says 5K, he is a, okay. Ajay ji, are you a buyer or a seller? Both, okay. Santosh Tiwari says 2K in future of USD INR, okay. Approximately, okay. All right, great. So I'm glad that some of you are doing, currency. Yeah, 100 lot. Great. Okay. All right. So for when you do currency, right? When you do currency, now the most commonly traded currency, okay, where there is liquidity. So there are things that you need to understand. One is, what is the commonly traded currency? What is the liquidity that is there? And how much is the capital that you need? Okay. So we'll come to that. Now, again, let's go back to people who have traded currency. Okay. What is the risk involved in currency? Those who have traded, any of you, what is the risk involved in currency? Does it move like how Nifty and Bank Nifty moves? Does currency move like how Nifty and Bank Nifty moves? Yes, we are talking about USD INR only because that is the most commonly traded currency. Among currency, liquidity will be there in USD INR. So what we are going to talk today is completely going to be about USD INR and nothing else. Okay. So tell me, what is the risk? Yes, USD INR will be the most liquid currency. Correct. So what will be the risk involved in currency? So anyone who has traded in currency, if you can answer, Santosh ji has traded, Komal ji has traded, Ajay ji has traded, right? Sushant has traded. Okay, correct. Okay, so in currency, normally what happens is in currency, your movement is as good as zero. There's not much of a movement in currency, right? There is not much of a movement in currency. Okay, in currency the movement is not like maximum 1 rupee move hota hai currency. Okay, yes, so maximum movement is 1 rupee in currency. Your maximum movement is 1 rupee in currency. बहुत rare cases में होता है where your currency will move more than 1 rupee, right? Most of the cases currency moves 1 rupee. बहुत कम chances होता है जब currency will move more than 1 rupee. Okay, so the most safe, I would say, from my perspective, I would say the safe instrument to trade would be currency. जो people who are even trading new, जिनके पास जो नया ट्रेड करना चाहते हैं और who have learned, right? For them also, I would suggest trading currency would be the, would be a good thing for you to start with, because your capital is very, very less that you need to do. Okay. Now, this is the currency chart that I have. USD INR का chart है आपके सामने, right? This is the chart that I have of USD INR. I have normal chart की जैसा काम करता है. मैंने यहाँ पे आपका resistance mark करके रखा हुआ है, and उसके बाद का जो भी सपोर्ट लेवल्स है वो मार्क करके रखा हुआ है. नॉर्मल चार्ट, दिस इज अ नॉर्मल चार्ट ऑफ यूएसडी आईएनआर. आई हैव मार्क्ड अ नॉर्मल चार्ट ऑफ यूएसडी आईएनआर. नाउ when you are an option trader, right, when you're an option trader, number one is you need to know the direction. That is when you take a call or a put, just like bank nifty or nifty. All right, just like bank nifty or nifty, you will be a buyer or a seller of call or put. That is your first thing that you would do. So today, if you see my chart, so in USD INR, I normally follow the daily chart only. I do not go with any other time frame. I normally go with the daily chart, because daily chart जब वो एक ही रुपए move कर रहा है, so for me, I'm more comfortable in trading a daily chart rather than trading a 5-minute or a 15-minute chart, because मुझे 5 minute या 15 minute में मुझे इतना comfortable नहीं लगता है, because I want to continue trading on a daily chart. Now, on a daily chart, this is a normal daily chart of USD INR. I have first marked the resistances जैसे हम normally mark करते हैं. Resistance मैंने mark किया है और next level of supports मैंने mark किया है, right? Now let's see कि options currency में कैसे काम करता है. So currency में भी there is an option chain. Just like हमें जैसे NSE में ऑप्शन चेन मिलता है फॉर हम जैसे ऑप्शन चेन हमें दिखता है फॉर निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी, वैसे ही आपको ऑप्शन चेन दिखेगा फॉर करेंसी ऑल्सो. So those of you who are very comfortable with how options work, how support resistances work, but आप capital constraint के कारण या फिर कम कैपिटल से आपको ट्रेड करना शुरू करना है, you have learned, now you want to trade with less capital, उनके लिए this is the best option. Okay, so ये जो trade option chain है, you have option chain just like what you have it for Nifty and Bank Nifty. आपके पास currency का भी option chain होता है. Now just like we have for Nifty and Bank Nifty, currency maybe there are expiry. Now couple of things that you need to note down when if you're a currency trader. Okay, करेंसी का टाइमिंग इज 9 to 5. ओके, करेंसी का टाइमिंग इज 9 to 5, बट आपकी जो एक्सपायरी होती है, जब भी एक्सपायरी होता है आपका, योर एक्सपायरी विल बी एट 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock को आपकी एक्सपायरी हो जाता है. सो इट इज नॉट लाइक निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी जहां आपको 3 बजे तक रुकना है, ऐसा नहीं है. एक्सपायरी आपका 12 बजे हो जाता है. उसके बाद का जो ट्रेड है वो आपको नेक्स्ट एक्सपायरी का लेना है. एक्सपायरी एवरी फ्राइडे होता है और मंथ के लास्ट फ्राइडे, जस्ट लाइक हाउ निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी में एक्सपायरी इज ऑन अ जस्ट लाइक हाउ निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी का एक्सपायरी इज ऑन अ थर्सडे, आपका करेंसी में एक्सपायरी हैपेंस ऑन फ्राइडेज. ओके, एक्सपायरी हैपेंस ऑन अ फ्राइडे. ओके, आपका करेंसी में एक्सपायरी फ्राइडे को होता है. एंड by 12 o'clock आपका एक्सपायरी हो जाता है करेंसी में. It is not like Nifty and Bank Nifty where it is still 3 o'clock. So these are couple of things that you will have to remember. Fridays को एक्सपायरी होता है, वीकली एक्सपायरी भी होता है for currency. Last Friday of the month is going to be the monthly expiry for currency. So these are couple of things that you will have to remember. Okay, these are couple of things that you will have to remember in currency. Now, just like how there is an option chain for Nifty and Bank Nifty, you also have an option chain for currency. Okay. Now, let's go to the most important thing. इसमें जो स्ट्राइक प्राइसेस होते हैं, राइट, आपका जो निफ्टी का स्ट्राइक प्राइसेस कैसे होता है, 50-50 के डिफरेंस में होता है, राइट, 50-50 के डिफरेंस में होता है. बैंक निफ्टी में 500 के डिफरेंस में होता है स्ट्राइक प्राइसेस. जब आप स्ट्राइक प्राइस चूज करते हो, आपका बैंक निफ्टी में 500 के स्ट्राइक प्राइस के डिफरेंस में होता है, निफ्टी में आपका 50-50 के स्ट्राइक प्राइस के डिफरेंस में होता है. ओके, व्हेन यू डू करेंसी आपको 25 पैसे के डिफरेंस में होता है, इट इज 25 पैसा. ओके, आपका जो डिफरेंस है दैट इज 25 पैसे के हिसाब से आपका डिफरेंस होता है. ओके, व्हेन इट इज व्हेन यू आर डूइंग करेंसी, आपको सपोज राइट नाउ द करंट प्राइस ऑफ करेंसी सपोज करिए इट इज 82 रुपीज. ओके, सो योर करेंसी का इन द मनी का जो भी है जो भी आपका कॉल्स का आउट ऑफ द मनी का जो कॉल्स का स्ट्राइक्स है दैट इज 25 पैसे अपार्ट. सो इट विल बी 82.25, 82.50, 82.75 एंड 83. सिमिलरली इन द मनी वाले जो है आई मीन पुट साइड के जो आपके जो स्ट्राइक्स होंगे दैट विल बी 81.7 81.75, 81.50, 81.25, right? That will be 25 पैसे में होंगे, right? So just like how निफ्टी में आपका 50-50 के स्ट्राइक्स होते हैं, बैंक निफ्टी में आपका जैसे 100 के स्ट्राइक्स होते हैं, वैसे इसमें आपको 25 पैसे के स्ट्राइक्स में आपका ऑप्शन चेंज चलता है. ऑल राइट, क्लियर? टिल हियर ऑल ऑफ यू आर क्लियर regarding the expiry, regarding the daily chart, expiry, when the expiry happens, which day the expiry happens, the time zone in which we have currency. All of you clear with it? If you are all clear with it, please type in a yes. Till here all of you are clear? These are the basics of currency for people who have not traded currency yet. Bank Nifty is in multiples of 100, right? Bank Nifty is in multiples of 100, correct? Okay, 50 paise above, 50 paise. Okay, we'll come to all that, Santosh ji, in a while. We'll come to all that in a while. Okay, so till here all of you are clear as to how currency works? All right, great. ठीक है. So we discussed the most liquid कौन सा currency है. So all of us, if you're trading, we are going to be trading USD INR only. We are not going to go into any other currency because of the lot or the basket of currencies, this is the most liquid currency. So we'll be doing USD INR. Number two, we will be looking at daily chart. As in, I will be looking at daily chart. I don't know how many of y'all who are already trading currency, I don't know what chart you look. So if you can just message what chart you all look, you can give us a confirmation as to what chart you all look. So I basically look at the daily charts for USD INR because 1 रुपए की फर्क है. I prefer the daily chart. Okay, earlier I was looking at the hourly chart, but now I've started doing only the daily chart. So chart के हिसाब से daily chart, currents and maximum move in a normal day, 1 रुपए से मूव होता है. That's what it does normally, right? Normally 1 रुपए से मूव होता है. Your expiry is on every Friday, okay? And your timings, expiry का जो timing है, that is important. Unlike Nifty, Bank Nifty जो 3 बजे होता है expiry का, मतलब 3:30 को जो expire हो रहा है, वैसा नहीं है. हम currency में आपकी expiry happens at 12. Now one more thing, last thing. Normally Nifty, Bank Nifty, stocks, all those, when you do, when your option expires, right? All of you have a worry कि अगर मैंने square off नहीं किया तो क्या होगा, right? So currency में वो डर नहीं है. आपने अगर आपका cover नहीं किया है, आपका option अगर आपने cover नहीं किया है, so you don't have to worry about options that you have not covered. It will get settled automatically at the RBI decided price at which the currency closes. There is no, there is no worry about I have not closed the currency, so what do I do? Am I going to, have to buy something or sell something or auction? ये सब नहीं है currency में. That way it is quite safe. All right. So this is a brief overview about currency for people who have not done currency. All right. Now, at this point, I also want to thank, a friend, Somveer, who was actually someone who introduced me to currency. अगर वो उन्होंने अगर करेंसी के बारे में बताया नहीं होता, एज इन इफ ही वुडंट हैव talked about currency, I wouldn't have done this research on currency and come up with this option or a wonderful instrument in which you can trade. Even people who have less capital can trade. So I would like to thank Somveer who has introduced me to options. I'm sure after this video, after this live session, I'm sure most of you who are, low on capital will also start trading and see how beautifully options, how beautifully currency gives you money. All right. So now let's go to the chart. All right. So what I normally do is, there will be many ways of trading. आप अपने हिसाब से भी trade कर सकते हो. मैं कैसे trade करती हूँ? How I trade is what I'm going to tell you about. So basically, I have back tested this with, Bollinger Band. So I use the Bollinger normal settings of the Bollinger Band. We have done a training session on Bollinger also as to how to use the Bollinger Band. It's available on YouTube also. So I use the normal setting on Bollinger Band. जिसमें upper का band will be the stretched area for the price, and the lower band will be the overstretched area for the lower band of the price. That's how I will be looking at it. The median is a 20-day moving average. So that's simple setting. और कुछ भी नहीं है चार्ट में, just the Bollinger Band. Now support है, ऊपर का resistance marked है, बीच का भी आपका levels marked है. Okay. Now when the price reaches this level of 82.60, right? So that is when the price is here. The price is here at 82.80, 82.90, almost 83 rupees. It also touched 83 rupees. Excuse me. So when the price touches this resistance, right? आपका जो भी technicals आप use करते हो वो use करिए, whatever, right? When it reaches this band, that is when you look for resistance. Now let's come to the interesting factor. Okay. Now ये USD INR का मैंने अक्टूबर का फ्यूचर लगा के रखा है on the watch list. समझ लीजिए अगर मुझे अक्टूबर का फ्यूचर सेल करना है, can you see what is the capital? Can you see what is the capital I need? All of you, can you see what is the capital I need if I need to sell October future? Today the market is closed, okay? For the currency market is closed. As an apna trade is closed. But the, international market is open. That's why you're seeing the chart where, the candle is coming down. Aaj ka jo candle hai, it is coming down based on that. So you forget that for a while. ये 82 rupees 80, that was yesterday's price, right? So अगर मुझे ये बेचना था, you see what is the amount I require, margin I require. Future अगर मुझे बेचना है तो मुझे कितना मार्जिन लग रहा है? मुझे 2000 rupees almost लग रहा है for selling one lot. Now इसमें कैसे काम करते हैं? Let's see कैसे काम करता है, right? One lot का क्या मतलब है? One lot का मतलब है 1000, that means it is USD. Okay, 1000 के one lot is 1000. So if this particular contract of one lot, if I want to sell it, my price involved is 2012 rupees. Now forget the future. Now we are talking about options. Why I am talking about options, you will understand. Why I am talking about options is something you will understand now. Okay. Yes. So options में now future का एक लॉट करने के लिए आपको 2000 rupees लग रहा है. समझ लीजिए मुझे options करना है. Suppose I want to do नवंबर का PE. Suppose I want to buy 82 rupees का नवंबर का PE अगर मुझे buy करना है. राइट जब मैंने ये ट्रेड देखा था तब 83 रुपीस में था, ऑलमोस्ट 82.80, मतलब 82 रुपीस 80 पैसे का चल रहा था, ऑलमोस्ट 82 रुपीस 87 पैसा वाज गोइंग ऑन इन द फ्यूचर, राइट? सो दिस इज अ स्पॉट चार्ट, ऑलमोस्ट 82 रुपीस 83 रुपीस चल रहा था. नाउ इफ आई वांट टू बाय एन 82 रुपीस का पीई which was trading at 19 पैसा. आज मार्केट बंद है, आप सबको कल ये देखना है. टुमारो आप देखो कि आज ये गिरा हुआ है मार्केट, Today this USD INR is falling. Today it is falling. This is today's candle, right? Today it is falling. 26th को market अपना market closed है, so we don't have a trade here. But ये जो price है, this is as per the last working day. अगर मुझे ये 82 रुपीस का बाई करना है, ये जो ऑप्शन बाई करना है सिंगल लॉट का, how much margin do I need? How much margin do I need to buy this option? Single lot ka margin. How much do I need? 19 paisa is what is going on, right? 19 paisa is what is going on. How much margin do I need to trade in one lot of USD INR? एक फ्यूचर खरीदने के लिए आपको 2000 रुपए लगा, राइट? अगर आपको ऑप्शन करना है, कितना लग रहा है आपको? करेक्ट, 198 रुपीज. सो जो फ्यूचर करते हैं उस रेट में, suppose my capital is only 2000 rupees. If I do, can I do 10 lots? Can I do 10 lots in USD INR? Can I do 10 lots? What is the rate that is coming now? What is the rate that is coming now? Right? In 1975 rupees, that means less than 2000 rupees, जिसमें मुझे एक लॉट मिल सकता था in futures, ऑप्शन में मुझे कितना मिल रहा है? I can do 10 lots in futures. मैं 10 lots कर सकती हूँ, right? Now you see here, it is fallen, the price has fallen by 1 rupee. The price has fallen by 1 rupee. Now जितने लोगों ने यहाँ पे है ना करेंसी किया हुआ है, how many people whoever has done currency, price has fallen by 1 rupee. तो मैंने ये जो 19 पैसे में जो खरीदा, ये अभी मुझे कितने में मिलेगा? इसका रेट क्या होगा? ये जो पीई मैंने 19 पैसे में खरीदा था. So those of you who have done USD INR, those of you who have done USD INR, ये जो price, this is yesterday's price, this is not today's price. That is why you're not able to see it. So if it falls by 1 rupee, if the market falls by 1 rupee, जो यहाँ हुआ है, between yesterday's price and today's price, USD INR has fallen by close to 1 rupee, right? It has fallen by close to 82. This close was around 82.50. Now it is almost 81.90. Almost 70 paise it has fallen. So ये आपका जो ये वाला जो 19 पैसे का था, ये कितने का जाएगा? How much will you earn? 35 पैसे, मतलब आपका ऑलमोस्ट आपका 10 lots है, right? You have 10 lots. How much will you earn? On an investment of almost less than 2000 rupees, आप कितना कमा सकते हो इसमें? 10 लॉट आपने लिए हैं. Around 3000 to 5000 rupees. You can earn 3000 to 5000 rupees. Right? On this move that we have just seen. Now tomorrow इसका रेट आप सबको देखना है. ये 82 PE का रेट आप सबको देखना है. अभी ये देखिए, ये अभी भी नीचे ही आ रहा है. USD INR अभी भी नीचे ही आ रहा है. नाउ आपको क्या करना है? कल इसका रेट क्या है वो देखना है. समझ लीजिए अगर आपने ये कल खरीदा होगा, आपका 2000 रुपए जाता तो कितना जाता? सो जिनके पास 2000 रुपीज है, आप अपना 3% कैपिटल ही इसमें रिस्क करोगे. जिनके पास 10,000 रुपए है, आप 2000 रुपए इसमें रिस्क कर सकते हो, राइट? जिनके पास 2000 रुपए ही है, आप अपना 3% 50% ही इसमें डालोगे, मतलब आप एक ही लॉट खरीदोगे। जिनके पास 2,000 रुपए है, आप खाली एक लॉट खरीदोगे। पर जिनके पास 10,000 रुपए है, वो कितना डालेगा इसमें? 10 लॉट से खेल सकते हैं। मतलब आपका रिस्क 2,000 है, आप अगले 10 दिन 5 दिन का ट्रेड कर सकते हो। 5 दिन तक आप इसमें ट्रेड कर सकते हो, और आपका टेक्निकल्स आपको आना चाहिए। यू शुड नो योर टेक्निकल्स. So people who have only 2,000 rupees will trade only with one lot. Again, beginners, irrespective of whether you have money, whether you don't have money, beginners trade with maximum 5 lots, or one lot for people who have very low capital. But others, maximum only 5 lots. Don't invest, don't put more than 5 lots. 2 lots, practice for 1 month. Practice for 1 month, then only come into the, anything that you do new, पहले आप उसको practice करना है. Practice करिए till the time you are able to get it into a mode where you are able to multiply your investment. Now I keep saying, मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ, more than future, I always say option will help you to, will give you multiple options. More than future, I always say option gives you multiple options. Why? Because आप अपना अकाउंट को स्केल अप कर सकते हो. अभी अपने साथ whoever is there with us, right? Whoever is there with us live right now, whose capital is very, very less, whose capital is like 3,000, 5,000, right? You will also get a percentage of return on your capital. And you can also scale up your capital. You don't have to, worry ki I can't do options. But you should know your technicals, please. Do not be under the wrong impression that, without knowing your technicals. Now, tomorrow, if the market is opening somewhere around the support level, don't go and buy USD INR or go and sell USD INR. Please watch the market. Please understand. Paper trade for a while. आंख बंद करके कुछ मत करना. Then you will lose your capital. If you blindly trade, you will lose your capital. Please understand the technicals and then trade on your capital. But anybody who has got even a small capital can trade in USD INR. Now we talked about buying. Now what we talked about was buying, right? Now what we talked about was buying, correct? All right. Okay. Now let's come to, okay, before we go into the next selling part, anybody has any doubts so far in the buying part? Is this not, don't go with all that, Nisargji, opposite of market, whatever you're trading, right? You go with that only. Suppose you're trading USD INR, go with the USD INR chart, whatever your chart tells you, right? I don't know how many of you are businessmen here. Let's go with an example. How many of you are businessmen here? कितने लोगों का business है? How many of you are businessmen here? How many businessmen in this forum? IT engineer, okay. Businessmen. Let's talk about business. Any businessman? Okay. So what business? Okay. Any business. आपका कोई भी एक business बताइए. Whichever business. Whoever is a businessman, please tell me what business. Okay. So a lot of businessmen are here, right? So one of you tell me your business. Any one of you, what is the business that you have? Any one of you, what is the business that you have? Kamal Raj, okay. Okay, metal trading, aluminium. Okay, fine. So let's go with, okay, construction, great. So let's go with any one business. Kamal Umangji said metal trading, own business. Okay. Let's look at, more specific in metal. Let's take aluminium. Okay, let's take aluminium. Okay, let's take an example in metal, aluminium. Now, when Komalji has a business, when she has to buy and sell aluminium, when Komal's husband has to buy and sell aluminium, will he also go and check the price of, say, a house or construction? Will he also go and check the price of how a construction business is running, or how a house, what is the cost of a house that is there or in some locality? Will he go and check that? If he is having an aluminium business and when he wants to do his business in aluminium, will he also go and check how how a construction business is going? He won't, right? He will only worry about aluminium, right? जो बिजनेस है आप उसी के बारे में सोचोगे, राइट? आपका जो बिजनेस है, आपको जिस चीज में बाई सेल करके मुनाफा खरीद कमाना है, whatever is your business in which you have to earn from whichever business you want to do, from where you want to earn, you are only worried about buying and selling. You want to buy at a lower cost, sell at a higher cost, right? So Komal ji will check aluminium. She wants to buy at a lower cost, sell at a higher cost. That's how she's going to make profit. She is not going to say कि मेरे locality में जो real estate है उसका क्या rate है, right? उसके अलावा मेरा जो something else, maybe finance का क्या कितना maybe बैंक में क्या चल रहा है. Obviously your indirect factors are different, but आपका main जो focus रहेगा aluminium कम rate में लेना है, and you have to sell it at a higher rate, right? So what the market, other factors done, forget it. Watch your chart. Right now you are in the business of USD INR, right? Right now you are in the business of USD INR. My business is I need to catch a top. I need to sell at the top and buy at the bottom. That is how I'm going to make money. Either buy at the bottom and sell at the top, or sell at the top and buy at the bottom. That is how I'm going to make money, right? So I am worried about USD INR. So I will see only USD INR chart for, close the noise that comes from other areas, right? So whatever you're focusing on, if you're going to, trade Nifty Bank Nifty, watch only Nifty Bank Nifty. बाकी का जो भी होता है, that gets discounted in your chart. It is taken care of in your chart. All the other factors are taken care of in your chart. You focus on your chart. आपको वो right price में मिलना चाहिए जहां पे आपको उसको खरीदना है या बेचना है, so that you get a profit. Okay, so forget what market is going down and then USD INR, what is happening to it. If market goes up, what is going to happen to USD? Forget it. Don't worry about market trend and USD INR trend. Right now, just focus on your chart. What is your chart telling you? Right now, my chart tells me in USD INR, this is a resistance. This will be an intermediate support for me. If it falls below this, then I can, get maybe यहाँ तक 81 तक मिलेगा and then maybe 80 तक मिलेगा. Understand, even 50 पैसा move in a currency is a big thing because दिन का ही move 1 रुपए है, right? So 50 पैसा move होना भी बड़ी बात होती है in USD INR, right? Look for positional trades where you can get a good momentum, where you can use a Bollinger Band and ride a trend. ऐसे वाले trades आप लेना, ताकि even people who have a very, very small capital, even with 2,000 rupees, we just saw, right? You can do 10 lots. If you would have caught this, right, tomorrow morning, you would be sitting in a profit of almost 3K. आपने डाला 2,000 रुपए. So from a business perspective, मेरा ये business अच्छा है ना? From a businessman perspective, isn't this business of mine very good? If you're losing, how much can you lose? ये जो इसके ऊपर चला जाएगा, that is what you will lose, which will be very small, right? So from a business perspective, isn't this a very good business for me? If I want to trade, isn't this a very good instrument for me to trade? If I want to trade, isn't this a very good instrument for me to trade? Again, it's a 9 to 5 job. It opens at 9 o'clock, closes at 5 o'clock. 9 to 5 job. I don't have to see throughout the day. I don't have to see the chart. I know where the support, where the resistances are. I'm not doing intraday trading in this. I'm just doing, my USD INR का जो भी chart बता रहा है. I'm going with what the chart is telling me. So isn't this a 9 to 5 job for me? I can, for people like Komal and me, we can also take care of our families, right? People who are working, जिनका काम है, those who are employed, जिनका businesses है, जिनका jobs hai, those of you all who are working in IT, isn't this something that you can take care of? You don't have to look at the chart. आपको पूरा दिन चार्ट देखना नहीं है. It's not going to move like Bank Nifty. एकदम से 500 पॉइंट, एकदम से नीचे 500 पॉइंट. It's not going to move like that. मैक्सिमम ₹1 मूव होगा आपका. एंड आप ऑप्शंस में बाई करो. जिनके छोटा कैपिटल है आप बाई करो. छोटा लॉस भी आप एग्जिट कर सकते हो इफ इट इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट. सपोज करिए आपने यहाँ पे बाई किया, ऑब्वियसली आप करोगे नहीं बिकॉज दिस इटसेल्फ शोज यू दैट इट इज अ रेसिस्टेंस एंड अपर बैंड के पास है, तो आप बाई नहीं करोगे. बट सपोज आपने बाई किया एंड इट्स गोइंग अगेंस्ट यू, आप तुरंत उसको रिवर्स कर सकते हो. आपका छोटा स्टॉप लॉस में आप एग्जिट कर सकते हो. राइट आप छोटे से छोटे स्टॉप लॉस में एग्जिट कर सकते हो. एंड आप उल्टा भी बैठ सकते हो. माय फेवरेट कॉन्ट्रा ट्रेड, आप उल्टा भी बैठ सकते हो. आप रेसिस्टेंस पे सेल भी कर सकते हो. राइट इफ यू वुड हैव डन दैट हियर टुडे, यू आर सिटिंग विद अ इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट 2000. आप 100% से ऊपर आपका मुनाफा है. Isn't it a good business to be in? You're earning much more than what you know you're earning much more than what even your capital invested is. So your return on your capital, right? Your return on your capital, your RRR is very high here, right? You don't have to worry about your capital. You don't have to worry about your intraday movements, what is happening, where it is going, nothing. Okay? So till now, all of you are clear in the buying part. I'm sure most of you will be excited to do it from tomorrow, but please, पहले उसको देख लो आप. Understand how the instrument goes. First, do your, just like any other business, do your market survey, understand, right? Do your market survey, understand how it functions, थोड़ा देख लो, and then start doing your business. Okay? People with small capital especially do not jump into it super excited कि चलो ठीक है मैं 2000 रुपए लगा दे रहा हूँ because it's only 2000 rupees capital. No, your 2000 is all that you have, so please preserve it. 2000 में से 3000 कैसे बनाना है, this should be your thought, not how to immediately put it without any analysis. Please don't do that. Okay, so let's come back. Yeah, we'll come to the contracts. All right, ठीक है. Okay, any other questions in the buying part? Any other questions with regard to expiry? We'll come to which strike to take, how to take, all that we'll come to. But any other questions on the expiry? I'm sure most of you will be super excited to do currency, and most people do not. Most trainers होने दीजिए. Everybody talks about only Nifty, Bank Nifty, and stocks. Even your broker doesn't talk to you about currency. Even your broker doesn't tell you about currency. आपको जो भी आता है Nifty, Bank Nifty, stocks के आते होंगे, right? Even your suggestions that come to you come for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and stock. Nobody gives you suggestions about currency. Nobody tells you about currency. Tell me how many of y'all in your trainings that you would have taken, or in your live sessions that you have attended, or maybe your brokers, or how many of you have understood about this concept earlier. कितने लोगों को ये पता है? Hardly 3 people were trading, right? हम जब देख रहे थे, हम जब डिस्कस कर रहे थे, तब भी hardly 3 people were trading, right? So how many of you? Yeah, hardly 3 people were trading when we were discussing also. So आपका जो total आपकी जो capital है, like everybody tells you, right? You need a huge capital. आपको बहुत बड़ा capital चाहिए, then only you can trade. ये बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, right? बहुत लोग बोलते हैं आपको बहुत बड़ा capital चाहिए, then only you can make money in the stock market. You don't need बहुत बड़ा capital to make money in the stock market. You just need proper analysis and a proper execution of your trade to make money in a stock market. So जिनने भी 2000 rupees का option लिया होगा, उसने अपना capital double कर दिया. Now he is going to wait. Brokerage will be normal what you pay. Whatever is your broker's charges, that same thing only you will be paying based on options. I think Zerodha charges you 20 rupees, I guess. I'm not sure. Yes, I think Zerodha charges you 20 rupees. All right. Yes, Komalji, it's a hidden gem. Correct. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Not many people know about currency and not many people do currency because बहुत सारे लोगों को currency के नाम से you start getting worried कि oh I have to look at a lot of other stuff, I have to understand a lot of other stuff, right? बहुत बहुत ज्यादा hidden मतलब there are a lot of hidden uh, there are a lot of hidden fears. Yeah, so there are a lot of hidden fears because of which people do not trade on currencies, but yes, this is a very very easy way of trading. Okay, now let us go back. All right, now okay, all of you will now start trading on currency. Write it and take it from me and you will be making more money than what you normally make. Because this is something, yes, you have to be careful like any other instrument. आपको इसमें भी careful रहना ही पड़ेगा. इंट्राडे में वगैरह मत करिए because इंट्राडे इतना moves नहीं मिलेगा, थोड़ा बहुत positional करना पड़ेगा. इंट्राडे continue with your Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, ठीक है, great. Now let's go back to now let's understand. Yeah, now the next question is how to decide on the strike. ठीक है. Okay, now my question to you is, suppose tomorrow is a monthly expiry, right? Nifty Bank Nifty का हमारा monthly expiry है कल, right? Yeah, tomorrow is a monthly expiry, Nifty and Bank Nifty का. So अगर आप positional, अगर आप positional कर रहे हो, right? अगर आप एक positional Nifty या Bank Nifty का एक option ले रहे हो, तो will you take tomorrow's option? और maybe next week का option अगर आप लोगे? अगर आप पोजिशनल ट्रेडर हो, इफ यू आर अ पोजिशनल ट्रेडर इन निफ्टी एंड बैंक निफ्टी and you are expecting nifty and bank nifty to give you a move in the next 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, whatever, right? Will you do a option, will you buy an option of this next week or maybe tomorrow same expiry का खरीदोगे या next expiry का खरीदोगे? Will you do that? If you are a positional player, okay, I'm talking from a positional perspective. I'm not talking about hero zero calls. I am also not talking about, see, hero zero, I don't personally believe in it because I feel it's a gamble. So I don't talk about hero zero calls. Forget hero zero. But agar aap aaj agar trade then it would, suppose today would have been a trading day. Suppose today would have been a trading day and market is expiring tomorrow. Okay, and suppose market is expiring tomorrow and you want to do positional and you have a view next 10 days 15 days जो भी है, so आप निफ्टी या बैंक निफ्टी का कौन सा लोगे? पोजिशनल के लिए कौन सा लोगे? 10-15 डेज का आपका व्यू है, पोजिशनल है, so which expiry will you take? Which expiry will you go for? Next expiry, okay. If you are on the safer side, next expiry तक 7 days तक अगर आपका move नहीं आया, so there is a problem, right? Options में there is a problem of decay, right? Everybody is worried about decay in options. हर कोई options का decay के बारे में बात करते हैं, right? So अगर आपका view positional है, समझ लीजिए आप 2000 point बैंक निफ्टी यहाँ से जाने वाला है, obviously कल या परसों नहीं जाएगा, it will take some time, so you will go with monthly expiries, right? Yes, month end. You will go with month end. If you have a view and if it's positional and you want to ride it for a longer duration without the worry of a theta decay for people who do not understand technical terms, आप जब option खरीदते हो सुबह 100 रुपए में, शाम तक evening till evening, if your money, if that price doesn't come to the strike, 100 rupees if you buy an option at say 9:15, assuming market is going to go up, if the market doesn't go up by evening, your option will become 50 rupees or 80 rupees. 100 rupees will come to 80 rupees. Even if the market doesn't go up or even if the market doesn't fall, even if it stays in that same place, by evening 20 rupees would have vanished from that option. That is called as theta decay. So if you want to buy an option and if you have a long view, right, you will go with end of the month options, right, so that you don't have this worry. Similarly in currency also you will go with end of the month options. आज अगर मुझे यहाँ पे अगर बाई करना है, if I would have done a trade here on the 21st of October, I have holidays, expiries on 28th, I obviously will not go with 28th, because यहाँ पे 21st को किया, it hasn't fallen, एक दिन, 2 दिन, 3 दिन, मुझे जो positional return चाहिए वो यहाँ नहीं मिलेगा. So what will I do? I will go with next month expiry. I will go with next month expiry. All right. So as I told you, expiry for currency is every Friday. Okay. Expiry for currency is every Friday. Monthly expiry is last Friday of the month. That is the expiry. So you go to your broker terminal. If you look at this PE, now tomorrow all of you have to look at this 82 का PE and tell me कितना हुआ. अगर हमने यहाँ पे खरीदा, दिस इज लाइक शोइंग नाउ, कल का रेट बता रहा है ना 0.19, पर उसके पहले भी होगा, 21st को अगर हमने खरीदा होगा तो ये उससे भी कम होगा, राइट? तो assume that you have got it at 19 पैसे. आपका कल का रेट क्या है? तो अगर आपने एक लॉट किया होगा या 10 लॉट किया होगा, कीप इट 10 फॉर पीपल हु हैव 2K कैपिटल, मतलब 10K जिन्होंने 2K लगाया है, कीप इट 2K. कितना लगा आपको मिला होगा? और जिन्होंने 100 कितना था एक लॉट का कॉस्ट, 197, मतलब 200 रुपए जिन्होंने लगाया उसको कितना मिला, राइट? सो 200 रुपए जिसने लगाया होगा उसको ये मूव में कितना पैसा मिल रहा है, आप वो भी देखना. 10 लॉट जिसने लिया उसको कितना मिल रहा है वो भी देखना. सो अपने अपने कैपिटल के हिसाब से देख लीजिए कितना मिल रहा है. सो टुमारो ऑल ऑफ यू हैव टू मैसेज मी, पिंग अस ऑन द ग्रुप, या फिर यही यूट्यूब में लिखो आप, कमेंट्स में डालिए, दैट इज बेटर. It will help me also to keep a track of this particular comment. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of comments that will get lost in the Telegram channel. So, इसी वीडियो में कमेंट करिए इसका क्लोजिंग प्राइस कितना है. टुमारो इसका क्लोजिंग जो भी है प्राइस, ऑलरेडी 82 तो आ ही गया है, राइट? कितना है ये कल बताना, ठीक है? नाउ यू क्लिक ऑन दिस, यहाँ पे आपको क्लियरली बताएगा, ये देखिए, ओके. This will tell you what is the expiry date. ये देखिए कितना एक्सपायरी है, ये बताएगा आपको एक्सपायरी डेट. समझ लीजिए आपको कंफ्यूजन है, you have a confusion on the expiry date. Okay, assume you have a confusion on the expiry date. This clearly tells you what is the expiry date. So your next month expiry ka, this is going to be your date. So it gives you an indication what is the expiry. Now today you're seeing here bid and offer ka kuch hai nahi. In live market it will also tell you whether the option is liquid or not. So you only buy an option that is liquid. You do not buy an option that is not liquid. बहुत दूर का अगर रहेगा तो liquid नहीं रहेगा तो you do not buy that. You will only buy liquid options. वो भी आपको इसी से समझ में आ जाएगा. ये जो bid offer है उसमें से आपको समझ आ जाएगा whether the whether the price is liquid. Okay, so ये हो गया from a buying perspective what all you need to sorry, 75% on your capital if it goes down. No, I didn't understand. You don't wait for 75% of your capital to go. If the trade is going against your against you, your stop loss is not 75%. So what you will do is, आप USD INR का चार्ट लगा दो. आपका जो आपने अगर यहाँ ट्रेड लिया है, right? Suppose करिए this is 21st, right? Let's go to this is hourly. So let's go to 21st. So आपने अगर यहाँ ट्रेड लिया है, right? At 25 पैसे. This is what date? 20. This is 21st. Okay. Let's go to daily. This is 21st, right? This low will be your stop loss. This आपने अगर यहाँ एंट्री करा है based on the chart, this low will be your stop loss. So you do not wait for 75% of your capital to go. AC Conti, I'm sorry, I don't know your name because it says AC Conti, but sir, you don't wait for 75% of your capital. You will keep the small stop loss, very small stop loss आप लगा करके छोड़ दोगे. 10 पैसा 20 पैसे से ज्यादा आपका stop loss नहीं है, right? You will not wait for 75% of your capital. All right. So let's come back to what we were discussing. So this is how you look at the expiry, and this is how you look at the contract, whether it is liquid or not. Now, this was all about buying. Now let's talk about selling. Right? We have a lot of people who do selling in our live session. सेलिंग के लिए आपको कितना लगेगा? एक लॉट निफ्टी या एक लॉट बैंक निफ्टी अगर आपको सेल करना है, कितना लगेगा आपको? कितना पैसा लगेगा? निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी अगर आपको सेल करना है, ऑप्शन सेल, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्यूचर्स. फ्यूचर के बारे में मैं बात ही नहीं कर रही हूँ, बिकॉज आई पर्सनली फील ऑप्शंस कैन मेक मनी, नॉट फ्यूचर्स. ऊपर से द टैक्सेस ऑन फ्यूचर्स आर आल्सो हायर as compared to options, because your brokerages are higher on futures. So I'm not talking about futures at all. I'm not even going to futures side. I'm only talking about options, right? So options may, if you want to sell one call or one put, one lot of call or one lot of put, how much capital do you require? Right? How much capital do you require? Okay, 1 lakh. Anyone else? Nisarg says 1 lakh. Anyone else? Correct. You can earn, yes, correct. Sorry. Yes, you can earn approximately 75% of your capital. Yeah, I misread it as you are saying 75% on your capital if it goes down. Okay. You mean, you mean the instrument going down. Okay, got it. Great. Okay. With hedge 40K. Okay. With hedge 40K. Again, directional, right? Varunji, directional. Non-directional? If you're doing a non-directional, 2700 में आप सेल कर सकते हो. How can you sell in 2700? Okay, 1.7. Okay, so coming back to the indices, you would need anything between 1 lakh, 80 to 1 lakh, 80 to 1 lakh, anything between 80 to 1 lakh for one lot. Correct, no? That is what you will require to sell. Okay. Now let's try to do a selling here. Right? Now let's try to do a selling here. Okay. So हमने कौन सा सोचा था? नवंबर का सोचा था, right? So let's add November only. So I am doing USD INR 82 का, समझ लो INR 82 November 82 P. So what is it at 81, right? So let's do, let's go with whatever. Let's go with whatever that is there. Suppose I'm going to go with 82 PE that I want to sell. And again, say 84 call that I want to sell. USD INR 84. November 84. November, say 84 call I want to sell. Okay. All right. So this is the USD INR का नवंबर का PE, नवंबर का CE. अगर मैं दोनों सेल कर रही हूँ, so I'm selling 2 lots. Okay, I'm selling 2 lots. तो कितना हो गया मेरा फाइनल मार्जिन? कितना है? 2000 रुपए में मैं सेल भी कर सकती हूँ, right? With this 2500 rupees, I can also sell. Correct? I can also sell my, using 2500. Correct? I can also sell USD INR using 2500 or 3000, whatever. I can also sell using without any hedge, nothing. मैं sell भी कर सकती हूँ, right? So if I'm very sure that यहाँ से गिरने वाला है, if I'm very sure that market is going to fall from here, 84 call भी मैं बेच सकती हूँ ना? See this 84 call, this also I can sell, right? This 84 call also I can sell. So I can earn money selling the call also. I can earn money buying the put also, right? I can have a very small stop loss, and there are multiple combinations that I can do, right? So maximum to do even one lot of USD INR, even if you have 5,000 rupees in your account, that is enough to do even one lot of buy. So 187 rupees या 200 rupees में आप buy भी कर सकते हो एक lot. You know, if you want to do a single call, single put, जो भी आपको करना है, with 108, almost 200 rupees, you can do a buy also. Apart from that, if you want to sell, where you need 1 lakh for options in Bank Nifty, all that you need is only around 2,500 or 2,700, depending upon the rates. Clear? Any doubts in this? So we have covered sell, we have covered buy, we have also covered the capital that is required, we have also covered the option chain that you need to see in the expiries and when they expire. Clear, anyone? Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Great. Isn't this a wonderful product? Isn't this a wonderful product? आप अपना business को next level लेके जाने के लिए, आपकी financial capacity को next level लेके जाने के लिए, isn't this a wonderful product for you to start with? People who are worried कि मुझे 5,000 से मैं क्या market में डालूं और क्या करूं, isn't this a wonderful product for you? Even with 5-10K, even people who have learned new, risking 5-10K, to do your trades and get your hands on it and be more familiar with how the charts work. Isn't this a wonderful product? Isn't this a wonderful product? Right? I'm sure most of you would have found this as a new thing, right? I'm sure most of you would not have even thought कि ऐसा भी एक चीज हो सकता है. Right? Clear? किसी को कोई doubts है? Anyone? Any doubts? ओके नाउ कल देख लेना यही वाला आप ऑप्शन आपके चार्ट में लगा के देख लीजिए. वॉच फॉर अ वाइल, do not jump trade. Anything that you do, please do not jump trade. If you want to first watch, then do with single lot, risk 200 rupees, do with single lot. Once you're comfortable, 200 rupees डाल करके अगर उसमें आपको 200 रुपए मिल रहा है, तो is that not 100% return on your capital? So first do it continuously for 1 month. 200 रिस्क करके कंटिन्यूअसली 1 मंथ के लिए करिए, देन ओनली जंप एंड इंक्रीज योर लॉट्स. राइट? डू नॉट जंप 200 रुपीज क्या आएगा उसमें और क्या जाएगा उसमें, ऐसा नहीं. हर एक रुपी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो प्लीज ट्राई ट्रेडिंग विद 200 rupees and go ahead and then increase your lots and then start doing it more. Right? So this is one of the best. Now don't jump into any other currency. Okay, USD INR, I tried my hand. Now let me jump into something else. Right now, do not jump into anything else because वहां पे सब इतना आपको lucrative नहीं है. Because among all the currencies, this is the most liquid currency. So I would request you to stick to only this currency, not to anything else. Right? So I'm really, really glad that you have learned something new on this new year. I hope this year will, bless all of us abundantly. ये options इसके through करके I am very, very sure that all of you will scale up your accounts. आप सबको बहुत सारे best wishes and wishing you all a very happy learning and a happy trading. Do try it out and keep commenting on this video once you have done it. Comment करिए. Tomorrow all of you will have to keep watch on this and update on the video what is the rate. So how much we would have made. अगर हमने 100 lot भी किए होते, single lot भी किए होते, तो भी how much would we have made. None of you have this FOMO where you feel that you are missing out. Single lot से भी करिए, you still will be earning 100% of your capital and that is a lot, right? You learn and then increase your capital. धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज करिए, you will always be able to do well. ठीक है? Thank you so much for attending this live, and I'm really, really hopeful that all of you would have a lot of takeaways from this. And do watch, do trade, and do like the session, please, so that we have maximum likes also. Yes, please also do comment us. I specifically want you all to see how much is this going to be tomorrow. Assuming this is going to be here, I want all of you to tell me how much this is going to be tomorrow, right? Chalo. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. God bless all of you. I'm assuming there is no more questions. If anybody has any questions, I'll just give another minute. किसी को कोई question है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. I'll just give another minute if anybody has any questions. Thank you very much for attending the session. I'll just give a minute if anybody has a question. Otherwise, we can end the session here. Okay? Thank you very much. Yes, yes. All right. Chaliye. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can also, write to us on this email or on the YouTube comment section. We will revert back to you. All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye.